Whoa.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, I have a requested deck, the Harmony Tarot by Harmony Nice, a deck for growth and healing, 78 cards, and guidebook. This flew underneath my radar, so I'm so sorry for those who were expecting it a lot sooner. I had no idea about it, to be honest. A therapeutic tool for our times. So this is designed and illustrated by Laura Shelley. Harmony Nice is a YouTuber and she created her own deck. So inspired by nature and her own Wiccan path, influential YouTube star and modern witch Harmony Nice has created the Harmony Tarot, an enchanting deck and guidebook that offer a way to use tarot to improve well-being as well for decisions and divination. This beautiful pack reimagines the tarot deck of 78 major and minor arcana cards with the suits represented by the 4 seasons. Each card has been thoughtfully designed to encourage you to connect with your thoughts and choices and inspire personal growth and healing. So I'm not sure how much it actually retails for. I think I bought mine for $23.99, but in the UK, it looks like it retails for $16.99. I'll link where you can purchase it down in the description box below. As always, I will tell you if the deck was sent to me. This was not. I paid for it myself, so not sponsored, not affiliated. All right, so let's open it up. It is a really nice, compact little deck here. A little box set. I really love all of the detail around the box. Isn't that cute? So I did take a look at the guidebook because I heard that this was kind of like a reimagined deck. So it doesn't really follow the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith or the Thoth structure. However, it's similar. There's a lot of really good information in this guidebook though, so that is fantastic. And I wanted to share with you all of the spreads that she has in here, which is awesome. So there is a 3-card spread, there's a situation spread, there is the growth spread, the healing spread, the 2 choices spread, and the SFAT, I can never say that, tarot spread. So there's a lot to work with here. Oh, yeah, that's the same one. That's the same one. So there's a lot to work with here, and then it goes into the meanings of each card. So like I said, it's similar, yet pretty different in the sense of the major arcana is kind of pretty different. All right, so let's get into the flip through. I really like how it's packaged. It's compact enough, but it's different to kind of stand out from the pack. All right, so here's the back. Ooh, I like it a lot. So this is meant to help you with some self-care and to really get in tune with yourself. So again, she said well-being, and I feel like this is an important gentle deck to kind of look through and see how it would help and guide us in a more nurturing, gentle way. And as you can already see, it does not start off with the Fool. She has different names, and it really goes by nature too. You do not have to be Wiccan in order to use this deck, according to the guidebook. So cute. Oh my gosh. Forget-me-not. So these aren't numbered. They do have some borders. They're matte. I like that. Let's just talk real fast about the cardstock. It is pretty thin. I feel like it's more thin than the new Hay House Colette Baron Reid decks. But, you know, let's keep going. This in itself is kind of like a new little system. I'm not mad at it. The guidebook seems pretty thorough, so I feel like even if you were to use this as a beginner, it's still a tarot system. So the guidebook has information for you to use. I'm not mad at it. This is really pretty. Oh. I'm really loving the imagery. Wow. Just because it isn't a Rider-Waite-Smith based deck or a Toth based deck or a Pip based deck doesn't mean it's not valid either. You know, as long as you have a guide to work off of, it's still divination. This is really pretty. It's super gentle. Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Okay, so we still have a star. We have a sun. And we have a moon. Was that star? Yeah, that had to have been a star. I love that. The mirror. Ooh. Okay, so now we're getting into the minor arcana and spring. So it's the 4 seasons. Interesting. So I did hear that it was going to be a Pip style. I know there's some differences. You can see the different blossoms blooming. Aww. Nice. Cute. That's really neat that you don't have like faces on it too. That's kind of cool and interesting. All right, summer. Ooh, we have a key. This will be an interesting deck to work with, I think. Aww. I love the smelling the flowers. Ooh, autumn. Growing. Ooh, there's a mirror there. And the last suit we've got winter. I love how in the backgrounds too, you'll notice where the sun is in different positions of the suits. there's a book. Cobwebs. All right, so let's see how they shuffle. Oh, not bad at all. I just care about the fact that I can manipulate and shuffle the cards and they're not going to fall apart on me. And I don't feel like that's the case. I like the size of the cards too. I really love the card backs. Okay, can I get one to read, please? Thank you. Okay. We're going to read for Dawn, one of the major arcanas. Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay, major arcana. So the major arcana are traditionally 22 cards that represent the more significant aspects of your life. Those that have greater influence on your thoughts, feelings, environment, physical surroundings, and situations. These cards also represent long-term influences and changes. This tarot deck works in a similar way to a traditional deck, but has an emphasis based around healing, growth, and well-being. Okay, where's the Dawn? Okay, so Dawn, choices, decision-making, logic, and organization. The dawn has arrived and it's time to make some choices. A main theme with this card is confusion, or there being too many or too few options available. However, now may be also the moment to make a decision and move on to the next day or chapter of your life. This card points towards focusing on logic over emotions, reflecting on what you have learned relating to the choices in front of you, and applying that when making your move. You might need to consider the bigger picture and be prepared to make small sacrifices for future benefits. At this time, it's great to declutter your environment, which will help organize your mind. Keeping off of social media and grounding yourself can help you gain clarity in your choices. Make use of your diary and keep to a routine. Taking one singular step at a time can help push you toward the right direction. Bear in mind that the dawn is just the beginning of the day with all its possibilities. Oh, I really like that. And oh my gosh, is that relatable to me right now? But yeah, I had a feeling I was going to like this. However, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel strongly one way or another. I do want to take a peek real fast at the minor arcana, what she says here. Let's see. The minor arcana is traditionally made up of 56 cards split into 4 suits, each with 14 cards numbered from ace to 10, followed by the page, knight, queen, and king. Despite being named the minor arcana, they are still important cards and can relate to certain or significant ongoing circumstances in your life, but ones that are typically short-term and often tracks balancing off from your life's main path. They are still to be carefully considered and not ignored by any means. All right, so the spring suit is represented by bluebells. It is associated with passion, imagination, creativity, ambition. Okay, so it does look like it kind of goes with the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. Yeah, the summer suit kind of relates to the cups. And then the autumn, thoughts, opinions, attributes, values, mental health, and spirituality. And then what was the winter? Oh, the winter is going to be more of like the pentacles, represented by snowdrops. It's associated with work, home, job security, finances, stability, and educational growth and health. So yeah, autumn would be the swords. Interesting. Okay, so I don't hate it. I mean, it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult for beginners just because it's not based on a traditional, structure system that most tarot books and stuff are going to be based upon. But I feel like it's a really gentle, nurturing deck. I feel like there is a benefit to this, especially if only you want to get this deck to better understand what you can do to help with your self-care, your mental health, that sort of a thing. I feel like this is a good deck for all of that. Would I use it on a regular basis? Probably, actually, I do feel like this is very nurturing, very gentle, and very unique. I feel like just as a pip deck, it could be a little confusing for most people or something that not very many people would like. But I feel like the price tag's there. I feel like there's enough information in the guidebook here to make it worth the price tag. And I do like the packaging. But let me know what you think about it down in the comment section below. I'm going to play around with it and see how I feel. But for the most part, I'm really happy with it. I feel like it's a beautiful deck. It's very nicely done. But yeah, I really want to play around with it and find out more to kind of get a better understanding of how I would use it is all I'm trying to communicate, I guess. But yeah, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. I love to hear your thoughts and opinions. And that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. And as always, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And don't forget to check out those links in the description box. And with that being said, I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.